Hey, good morning. So this morning I'm going to be starting hopefully a full day of orange bucket sluicing, which if you've seen any of my other videos, you basically know what that's about. Let me show you what I'm going to do or where. This on one of our claims here. So I came out yesterday and did a little bit of pan searching, trying to find some kind of little gold pay streak. There's all my junk. We'll get that set up and I'll get a little of that on video. Anyway, I tried all across this area here. It's a bit of an inside bend coming from over there. And I found a speck here or there, not a whole lot, until I came over here and I noticed that a natural kind of washout coming from above got down to some of this inside bend gravel. Started panning some of that and I basically got somewhere between 1 and 6 or 7 flecks of gold in every pan. So that was good enough. Decided to stay the night, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bucket sluice for now. I thought about maybe setting up the highbanker. A lot of rocks in here, so it's not going to be an easy dig, but yeah, I'm going to go with the bucket sluice. See how wide from side to side, if it's kind of concentrated on that washout, or if the gold streak comes, you know, this way as well. And if I find out it does, then that's great. Then I got this spot in my hip pocket for future high banking, which would be great. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so we'll get set up and fill you in a little bit later. Okay, I want to show a little bit of an update, not much, while I'm setting up here, might as well do it. So in there before I had a little 10-inch pan with rocks to hold the bowl in place. So what I've done now is I've just cut a couple of pieces of, get that right, oh, smaller one goes on the bottom. And then the slightly larger one fits the way the bowl is shaped, and I've tried it and it keeps it wonderfully in place with my little piece of carpeting down there. And the only other adjustment I made is put all the drain holes on one side. Makes it easier to clean the actual bottom of the bucket out after it's all said and done, kind of the last step that you want to check. So not too much else, except for I actually put a little pump in place so I don't have to bail the water. When I'm not in British Columbia, or even if I was and it didn't drain into the stream, that would work great. So it's just a little bit of a effort saving step. We'll see how it goes. I tried it once already and it works great. Well, to start off here, I had to find a spot to put the wash bucket, but all of this has gold in it. So this is going to just wash all down here and down here. I better start with washing the lowest stuff here, I guess, first. I mean, I don't want it necessarily washing down into the creek. I don't know what all this will have in it. I'll be better off use a hand scoop and get down on my knees. Yeah, see, this is all you can hear there. I'm hitting good gravel already, so it's going to be very interesting as time goes on here to see if this flood gold, which essentially is what it is, it comes around that inside corner. If that is, if it kind of goes all the way through the column and give me a whole lot of things to work on and high bank and sluice over time. Wash some of these bigger rocks, get them out of here. If that's the case, there's a lot of yards of dirt here, which is kind of neat. Well, no sense making a mess just yet. I know going through this with a high banker would be a lot quicker. But, you know, I found a good amount of a little bit of gold yesterday in pans, so this is gonna, like, I don't know, quadruple or more a day of panning doing the sluice bucket. If you haven't seen it before, what happens is this bucket, the water all drain out, this bucket gets up to here with cons. I think the camera's picking that up, gets up to here with cons, which ends up being really, and classified cons. This is a 1/4 inch, I think, or is that's a 1/2 inch. And so you end up with a bucket full of 1/2 inch classified concentrates that then I go and put through there. And it takes, like, to pan that out properly, 5 pans. So, you know, that takes a good half hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I can do it in 5 minutes. And then you just get back at it, keep the system going. So that's how she works. Hopefully I'll get her all done today, some of it, get it on camera and show it. I'm a little bit worried about this water all of a sudden coming down here like this. I knew it would. Let me just get some of this up and out of here. That's a nice clay layer right there if it's not rock. So it looks like I'm doing it this way too. I'm going to be working in water, kneeling in water most of the time. So I might have to come up with some other system. But on a bank here, where do you put this? Really, because you want everything handy. Anyway, we'll see. We'll just carry on, do it, see where it leads. Okay, so now I'm going to hook the battery up, which turns the pump on, turns the water on. Yep. And get my little scoop. You can see that the hard part's already done, and that's why you like to set up fairly organized. Because this bucket is heavy. That's the hard work right there. And this is the new part. Water. All right. And then we throw 3 or 4 scoops in there. Shimmy shake. Wash all the gold down. I tried it with a spray nozzle, but this pump just not enough power. The hose is a crappy ass hose. It's got kinks in it from being cheap. So next on my list is getting a decent hose. I guess a rubber one instead of those cheap vinyl ones. And as you shake, obviously all the gold hopefully goes down to the bottom. And through the funnel and into the bowl. This is an 1/8 inch classifier on here. I've tried quarter inch. There's no way. Just plugs up the funnel instantly. I'll at some point here show you a video of the business end down there that's going through the funnel and into the bowl. It's pretty cool the way it works. And no, I probably won't be checking these for bigger than 1/8 inch nuggets, although I should. I don't have my detector with me. Who knows? This is a new spot. I can't say for sure if there would be any quarter inch or bigger than 1/8 inch nuggets. There sure could be. I'm about oh, that's a good 7 feet, more than 6, 7, 8 feet down there. That little 1150 gallon per hour pump is. So I don't have a lot of pressure here. I don't know. I might set up a little differently next time or after. We'll see. Should look for big nuggets. Nothing else. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay. Well, I think I showed this before I started digging. You can see I've got 3 buckets done. Sometimes I'll do 4, but I don't know, just to be a little cautious, sometimes I'll do 2 or 3. This is pretty heavy stuff. And we'll have a look at this. That out of there. And that's what she looks like. And then the process is to empty that out and pan it. And that's like I said, 3 bucketfuls. So that would be like doing, I don't know, 10 or 15 pans, depending on your pan size. Okay, I'll set up and do that. You know, and by the way, it's only about 10 to 11, and I started at 9:15. So that is pretty good for what I've got here. Let me set this down out of the way. We'll have to pan the bottom of it later. See how much escaped. Lots of black sand in there. Okay, that is what we end up with. See if I can set something up comfortable here. Not that I'm going to be able to sit, I don't think, but maybe I can at least kneel. last time that I tried this new system with the miner's moss on the bottom and this new bowl staying steady in there. I didn't find anything that snuck out of the bowl and down into the bottom of the bucket. So I'll keep trying and make sure. I might be doing something different or wrong. Holy smokes, we got a lot of black sands here. A good thing in a way, I guess. When you want to be in and around some black sands, that's where the gold's going to be. Looks like we almost got all the blondes out of there already. There's a few keep coming to the top. I don't like it when the black sands get close to the edge. Well, hopefully there's some gold in here. Nothing big. I don't know. Not looking great right now. Probably all fairly small, just tucked in amongst all this black sand. Oh, I see quite a bit of gold floating around. Okay, what I'll do is get it panned out a little bit better, take my time and get it all concentrated, and then we'll just have a look and see what that ended up being. Be right back. All right, I got it panned down pretty good. Not bad. I know it's hard to see anything, but you get the idea. Not bad for like an hour and a half hour of digging, and there's a lot of colors, some decent sized pieces. Yeah, anyway, I'll take a picture, put it on there, and it's a good start for the day. Okay, so hopefully that thing's working down there and you get a little bit of an idea how it works. Catches a good portion of the gold. It's nowhere near the system, you know, efficiency of running a high banker, or geez, I'd like to maybe bring a dredge back in here, dryland dredge. That could be cool. I haven't done that before, but it's my intention to try it. So I found out later when I was doing the editing that this clip here had no sound. I really like the new remote mic setup that I have and that I'm using for some of this video, but in any case it's probably operator error and not malfunction of the equipment. What I'm probably rattling on about here is which parts of this bank the gold is located in and how much there might be. So the second group of buckets that I ended up finishing, group of 3, had slightly less than the first group. So it was, you know, probably about what I would have expected to find in a couple hours of work here. And but what I did find out after, as I panned through this bank a little bit better, is if I would have just stuck to the top foot, I would have got probably a lot more. So when I go back with a high banker, I will do that. I'll just concentrate on the top. But it is a tall bank, and even 4 or 5 feet below where I'm sitting here of rocks as well, and there may be other spots below that have even, you know, better amounts of gold. We'll find that out in the future. You know, just a bit of an update here. After all said and done, I panned out the bottom of the pail like usual, and there was like 1 piece there. But to do my diligence, because this is my first time with this new system, what I did was scooped out maybe 1/3 of a pan of dirt where this stuff was flowing out of the bucket. And so the update is I found about 6 or 8 pieces just in there. So that being said, I don't know if it's back to the drawing board. I'm thinking maybe what I might have to do is I like the idea of only having the front open, but maybe I have to get it so I'm slightly tipped to the backwards, so that anything falling out of that bowl has to work a little harder to get all the way around and out the front 4 little holes and 1 big hole. Because I think what ends up happening is I was tilted downwards, so anything that sort of floats up and out just goes right out. So I might have lost a little bit today, but hey, live and learn. And yeah, well, it's always fun learning, right? So any ideas how I can fix that other than what I just suggested? I'll think on it and do it a little different next time. I'm even going to look for more pieces, see if there's even more there. Okay, over and out.